Got leaked by the worst team in the league and missed the playoffs? Season falling apart at the seams when it counts most? Hit the lottery and you're suddenly in the postseason? Well, I'm Neri Rodriguez, you're in the highlight zone, and we're going to wrap up the final week of the NFL regular season with fresh cookies. Let's kick off the final week of the NFL with some comedy. All the Colts had to do is win their last game with an MVP candidate and a fully healthy defense against the team that has the #1 draft pick for a second year in a row, and they can't even do that. I can't believe the Patriots lost to you. Raise it up, Duval. You did make an impact on the playoffs. Okay, but seriously, the most exciting game of the weekend, Chargers-Raiders with win and in scenarios on the table, or they can tie and both teams make the playoffs after a post-game kiss. Justin Herbert, despite trailing most of this one, sends his team to overtime. Too bad your head coach called a timeout after the Raiders tried to show you mercy with a tie and sent you on your way with a first-class ticket to "Don't come round here no more." Bonjour! The team benefiting from all of that, the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, benefiting. They can't all hit. Steelers on the road take down the hobbled Ravens in OT. Now they can have a proper burial versus Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. 49ers Rams, another overtime game in Week 18. LA continues to show their liability towards the end of the season with another head-scratching loss in this battle of two Little League coaches going at it. Niners close it out with some cookies. They take on the Cowboys. Rams get to see Kyler Murray and Arizona next. Titans, Texans, Tennessee, #1 in the AFC coming in. Should have played like it against the infinite nosebleed that is the Houston Texans, but no, Houston playing with heart in their season finale. Titans would get the dub, the first round bye, and will get Derrick Henry back. Somebody smoke these fools. Speaking of getting smoked, New England already in the playoffs, shooting themselves in the foot. Early isn't even the word. It's like they game plan to go down by 14 to start. Anyway, showing signs of life late, costly mistakes killed America's most hated team. So now they head down to Buffalo to face impending doom in the first round. Before we execute poor Mac Jones on a national stage, let's check in on Buffalo, who's in a close game with the Jets. Sure, it was only the beginning of the game, but you want us to give you respect as the best team in the AFC? Nah, bro. Pats might leak them. Chiefs Broncos, disappointing its fan base for a second straight week. Kansas City escaping a close win over their division rival and made Drew Lock look like Michael Vick out there. You got the Steelers in round 1, but after that, better tuck that chain in walking down the street.
No, God, please, no, 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 no!
Bengals Browns, Baker Mayfield out with one of his many industry plant injuries. Browns say no problem and get the win over the Bengals without him. You don't see a pattern, Cleveland. Burrow and Cincy still a problem heading into the postseason. Packers Lions, Aaron Rodgers continuing his revenge tour on. Who exactly are you mad at? Your entire franchise bends a knee for you and yet you still gaslight them. Anyway, the Rodgers rate gets pulled, Jordan Love goes in, and the Lions happy because this could be their life next year if 12 leaves Green Bay. The Big Cheese with the first round bye and home field. Cardinals Seahawks. At first, Seattle took its usual form of the 2021 season, and Danger Russ looking like Sus Russ as Arizona opening the game with some cookies. But I spoke too soon. The boy too nice. He only likes the Cardinals defense as a friend. The Seattle season can die in peace. AZ still in the dance. For now. Cowboys Eagles, more division rivals meeting in Philadelphia as the Eagles getting into the playoffs, sitting Jalen Hurts versus Dallas. Well, it didn't work out well for him. Gardner Minshew, I hate to do this, but cookies, fam. Birds heading down to Tampa to face the GOAT in round 1. Speaking of the one-man traveling circus, the Buccaneers cruising to an easy dub versus the limpy-ass Panthers. They won, but Tom Brady not pleased as usual, and the toxic fumes of Antonio Brown storming out still lingering about on the poop deck. Saints Falcons, this one not counting for much, but the Saints, despite all their injuries, squeak out a win versus their NFC South rival. Matt Ryan, always red in the face, wishes he had this one back. Join the club. We stay up till 3 a.m. alone with our thoughts. See you both next year. Washington Giants, Bears, Vikings. We'll lump these last 2 games together for the simple fact these teams bad. How bad? Well, 3 of the 4 head coaches in this clip were fired the very next day. Don't you dare touch one hair on Ron Rivera's head, Washington whatevers. He's the only reason you might turn this nightmare around. Mike Zimmer, you're a G. See you after Wildcard Weekend. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm Neri Rodriguez. Fresh cookies.